First, let's log in. Remember that your username and password will be unique to you. When you first log into Nova, it's actually going to take you to the Reports tab. But for the sake of this training, we're first going to work on our dashboard. The dashboard is where you're going to be able to save up to 4 of your favorite or most often run reports. Right now, as you can see, I have no current reports on my dashboard, but they're very easy to add. First, you'll need to select a report group. Then, you'll need to select a report that you'd like to see. Then you'll need to select a filter. Some of these filters will come predefined within your software. However, you will also have the option to create your own filter, as I have done here with Angela's calls. And we'll get to that in just a few minutes. But for now, I'll click on Today's Calls. You can also create a new title for your report if you'd like, but again, that's just an option. You can also choose to have the report refreshed on any given interval, but again, that's just an option. Please note that over here on the right-hand side, we actually have the instructions for you on the screen in case you forget. Let's go ahead and save this report. And as you can see, it's now been added to the current reports on my dashboard. Let's add one more. Let's choose a group, then a report, and then a filter, and save it. Now, if I decided that this user summary report was the most important or my favorite, and I wanted to see it first thing as soon as I logged into Nova, I could simply click on it and highlight it, and then move it up in the queue, so it became the top priority. Let's return to the dashboard so we can see the reports that we've created. As you can see, I have my user summary report, and I also have my department summary report. Remember, I gave it a new title, and that's why we're seeing Angela's report. If you wanted to view this report, all you would need to do is click on it, and it would show you the department summary. Now, there are a couple things you can do with this report. You can export this report information in a PDF, an Excel, or a Word document. You can also send it to a printer to be printed, or you can email it to yourself or to anyone you choose. Your email address will be automatically populated in the To field because you're signed in as the user. But simply delete it and you can choose to send it to whomever you'd like. Now, if you decided that this user summary information wasn't enough for you, Tapit will allow you to drill down. By simply clicking on the user name, you can see more detailed information of the call records. You can see the time the call was placed, how long the call was, the direction, O for outgoing, I for incoming, and N for internal, the number that was dialed, the extension, any cost associated with the call, a client name if you have already determined those within your system, and we will get to that shortly, and where the number originated from. If you knew that one of these calls had been particularly special, perhaps a great example of customer service or technical support, or maybe it was a very large order that you'd like to keep track of, you could click on that particular call, and Tapit is going to highlight it in blue. Now, if you look up to where your email icon is, there now is a notepad icon. Simply click on that notepad and you can type in any note that you'd like. Once it's saved, you'll be able to search for this call by using any of these words within the call note. Let's click on the Report tab now and I'll show you how it's done.